My name is Mariachiara Mecati and I am a PhD student in Computer Software Engineering at Politecnico di Torino. I have a mathematics background thanks to my master's degree in mathematical engineering in the field of statistics and optimization on data and network. During my university course, I decided to integrate my knowledge in mathematics with a more in-depth study in computer science. Thus, I chose to develop my research master's thesis on neural networks applied to retina fundus images, spending a 3-month period at the Department of Mathematics of the University of Houston in Texas. After that, I moved my research interest to data science with particular attention to the novel field of data ethics with the aim to investigate algorithmic fairness and, above all, the impact of poor data quality and biased data when used by software applications to make automatic decisions affecting individuals. Therefore, the core aspects of my research activity regard the effects of data quality on software application bias and mitigation strategies, techniques, and tools. This work is motivated by the fact that our daily life is deeply affected by the development and adoption of automated decision-making systems, said also simply ADM systems. Indeed, the automation of decision processes is rapidly expanding as a result of the more general phenomenon of digitization of organizational processes in our societies. Such trend was enabled at first by the computerization of our physical environments and the large diffusion of internet connectivity, and more recently by the large availability of data and the emergence of technical means for their analysis. The foundations of this rapid adoption of data-driven decision-making lay on the development of predictive classification and ranking models that are at the core of ADM systems and include sophisticated neural networks as well as simple tools that compute and sort data. Indeed, the tasks supported by ADM systems range, for instance, from predicting debt repayment capability to identifying the best candidates for a job position, from detecting social welfare frauds to suggesting which university to attend. But be aware that the growing employment of these systems gives rise to both opportunities and risks at the same time. On one hand, we have, for example, scalability of the operations and improved efficiency of automated decision processes, but on the other, ADM systems may perpetuate the same bias of our societies and even accentuate existing inequalities. In this scenario, data represents a key element because ADM systems are widely employed to predict behaviors and classify individuals depending on patterns extracted from data that are collected about people, and potential causes of unfairness lies in the quality of the data used to train such ADM systems. Thus, one of the main risks is represented by data and algorithms bias, which in turn usually induces systemic discrimination. Generally speaking, discrimination can be defined as an unjustified distinction of individuals based on their membership or perceived membership in a certain group or category. From a data engineering perspective, biased data means imbalanced input dataset and can propagate and be reflected in the output of ADM systems. Therefore, we can assume data imbalance as a risk factor for systemic discrimination caused by such systems, reason why we adopted a risk assessment approach based on quantitative measures to evaluate imbalance in the input datasets of ADM systems. This approach should encourage to take more aware and appropriate actions. I conclude by remarking that this research work falls within the wide landscape of principles, methodologies and tools for a data governance that should serve our society to develop ADM systems in a trustworthy and more democratic way. Hence, the protection and promotion of rights and freedoms in both their individual and collective dimensions, as well as the development of socially sustainable ADM systems, especially those employed in public sector services, represent necessary actions to achieve this goal.